Go.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And it is Wizard basketball tonight as the Washington Wizards go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. We'll be checking out Kyle Lowry tonight. He's the definition, I think, of a late bloomer when you see how his game has really blossomed with experience. How does his performance rate for you, Kenny, among the best point guards in the league?
Oh, he's up there when he's healthy. The key is health with him. I think he made his first All-Star team last year, first All-Star game. That was great. You know, at 28 years old, that usually doesn't happen when you're after 9 years in the league.
Over the course of his career, he's found ways to improve his game. He's not an efficient scorer, but he's got a lot of ways to create a shot. Heck of a player. He'll
sneak up on you and hit a triple-double on you, too, and will Kyle Lowry. That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
On the road, looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Washington Wizards are ready for this thing to get started. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline.
Ready to go? Ready to go?
And it's the Cavaliers to start out, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Washington, Draymond Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Cousins in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now here's Lin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the baseline. And he gets it to go. Lin's got the game going here with the first basket for the Cavs.
And one thing about Jeremy Lin, he sets the pace. A smart guy, good instincts. He simply knows when to slow it down and when to turn it up.
And here are the Cavaliers. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Left block shot on the way, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
On its way from Irving for 2. Cans the shot from the wing. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with David Blatt.
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Durant, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
We all know about Durant's injury last season. Strange, because he was the model of health pretty much before that.
He really was. I mean, just rarely missed extended time. And factoring he, along with Westbrook, 2 guys who had been really the model of durability. Health is something he nor the fans will ever take for granted again.
That one is no good.
You know, a quick note about Kevin Durant and his ability to stay on the floor. Prior to last season, he played in 97% of all games that he could have. That's high-level durability there.
Shoots from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Green, the screen. Irving kicks to Cousins. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And thinking about how much Durant has played, that 97% of games played is for international play and playoffs. That's an incredible amount of games that he's suited up for. You wonder if it just wore down his body.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Irving against Land. Irving attacking, and he banks in the layup.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%, can't do better than that.
Irving against Land. There's the screen. Cleveland moving it around. Pocket 4, out to the wing. From the arc. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. The Wizards with the lead. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Thompson misses.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And he gets it to go. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling this game.
Now here's the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. He's guarded by Cousins. Outside, Lynn. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Washington with the rebound. Outside, Irving. That's tipped. Lynn with it. He has 6. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Now here's Irving. And that one's good. Irving's got 6. Cavaliers leading. And here is Lynn. He's got 9. Guarded by Green. Out to the right wing. Lynn, that's a 2-pointer. Cleveland gets it back. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Cousins. Pass to Thompson. He kicks to Green. The fader. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. For Cleveland, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Oh, my God.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Timeout.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Here's Lynn. 9 points in the game so far. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Now, here's Thompson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Green, missing.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Here's Lynn. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. It's rebounded by Durant.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him.
Lead change here.
I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Now here's Irving. 8 points for him. Fires at the elbow. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And Irving comes to help. He's covered by Irving. There's the pick. Here's Lynn. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Cousins, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Cousins has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And that one's good. Durant.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Getting ready to come in for Washington. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Cousins. Anthony comes in for Green. George is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Butler in for Thompson. Shoots from the baseline. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Butler. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Anthony, yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They trail by 6. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And here are the Cavaliers now. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Washington. And the Wizards with possession. They're on an 18-6 run. Jordan the screen. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And slam dunk by Jordan.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
And here are the Cavaliers now. It's a 10-point game. Defended by George. 5 to shoot. And another miss by Cleveland.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
And it's Butler missing.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
Covered by Anthony. Fires top of the key. Cannot hit. Wizards leading by 10. Right side, Butler. Here's George. Jordan the screen. And George, here we go. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. And the Wizards lead by 12. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Wizards lead by 12. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious career coaching over in Europe. He talked about the difference coaching abroad. And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best, that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got Jimmy Butler. Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jordan. And it's Lowry in at the point. So both teams making some changes here. Wizards leading by 13.
And the Wizards really struggled post All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason.
And it's Butler missing.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Now here's Lynn. Way can't get it to go. Now the Wizards take it the other way.
Well, there's no denying it. The Wizards had some bumps, and you mentioned that. Some weeks they look like a lottery team. Then the next, they look like a title contender. They knew how to make the most of their games when they did get hot, though.
And so here's Cleveland, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. The shot is off. Nice D from Cousins. Wizards shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Good. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Covered by Anthony. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for George. Klay Thompson comes in for Butler. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
On defense, Cleveland. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Durant, that's good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier Girls.
And Washington making a change here. Green's checked in. Outside, Lynn. Puts up a 3. Good D by Irving.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Out to the right wing. They double him with Green. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And Cleveland making a change here. And the free throw, no good.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Left side, Lynn. To the right side. Five on the clock. For three. And the shot is good. Lynn's got 15 points.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Screen by Cousins. Irving dishes to Thompson. Kicks it to Green. All alone. And he hits the jump shot. Green's got his second basket of the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
To the wing right side. Cleveland moving the ball around. Outside, Lynn. Pulls it up. And there's another one for the Cavaliers. Washington leading now by 10. Irving kicks to Durant. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Lynn against Green. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier Girls.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Lynn against Thompson. The dish to Lynn. 4 on the clock. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
They set the pick. Way from downtown. Thompson with the rebound.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the basket by Draymond Green. Defended by Durant. Wade. And the rejection by Cousins. They got him on the arm, but it still can.
That's his first personal foul.
Jordan, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Shooting one.
Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
And the Cavaliers with possession here after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Right wing, they set the pick. Started by Green from past the arc.
Cavaliers foul. Number 41. That's the third substitution for the Cavaliers. Number 28.
Washington leading now by 15. Outside Irving. Jordan sets the pick for Irving to the paint. Jordan the pass to Durant. Shot clock at 5. The steal. Connects from three-point range.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. One or two of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Now here's Durant. 10 points for him. On the wing, Thompson. The feed to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Irving for 3. The shot, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Defended by Durant, and Durant sends it back. On the wing, Irving. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
He's covered by Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. The fader. They grab their own miss. Jordan the screen. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Following the bucket by the Wizards. They recover it. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Durant. Great touch on the 16-footer. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the basket by Washington. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Thompson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Wizards lead by 20.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. And it's blocked by Jordan. Thompson outside. Jordan the screen. Stripped it away. They set the pick. Cleveland gets it back. He's covered by Thompson. With 1 on the clock. And that's not going to go. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Wizards out front. They finish off the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, what has been the focus for this team during the first half of play?
Well, we're doing it on both ends of the court. We're bucking down on the defensive end. We're sharing the ball offensively, making good plays, cherishing every possession counts. And we're doing that the first half.
Nice to see it come together on both sides of the ball, Melo. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards. Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts.
Ernie, they are way too weak defensively in the paint. They're getting walked over down low, giving up a ton of points everywhere. With the sauce, without the sauce, we're having given feasts in here. That's a recipe for disaster. They cannot keep letting guys drive the lane, layups, lobs. Defense is weak, Ernie.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 17 points and 7 assists.
And we're seeing him at his very best today. Just really a joy to watch.
Well, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying it because he's amazing when he's on top of his game like this.
Washington leading now by 20. And Thompson kicks to Irving. To the inside. Cousins. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. But Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
And with that Cousins story about the writer, Cousins actually called him out about that failed prediction. I mean, they made amends, however, with the writer eating his words and donating to a charity of Cousins' choice.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Yeah, and for Cousins, it's never been a question of talent. I mean, many are glad to see that he's been able to stay focused really for the first stretch of his career.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Green is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
5 to shoot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. All going up court.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
And he's good on the second.
Checking out the game Klay Thompson is having. He has 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And for Thompson, his 3-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Outside, Lynn. The 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far. Washington leading now by 23.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. There's the pick. And Irving comes to help. Thompson against Lynn. From deep 3-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lynn's got 6 here in this quarter.
He is on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they've played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Anthony's checked in for Washington. Paul George comes in for Thompson.
Paul George.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And that one's good. Cousins.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Right wing. Shoots from 12. Rebound, Washington.
He is just really almost in the shooting has just been poor.
Pass to George. 4 on the shot clock. Can't hit, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. To the wing right side. From deep. Washington with the rebound. Cousins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Looking at the Wizards, they weren't as lauded as other teams last season, but the Wizards were a ferocious group on defense. Numbers support that. Their activity, Greg, could really bother teams.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, oftentimes people look at them and think offense, but it really was, to your point, Kevin, the defense was the strength of that group. I mean, they do get out in transition, but it was the defense, I thought, that really allowed them to become elite.
Butler, he's checked in for Washington.
And you mentioned the Wizards and their defense last year. They had the second best field goal percentage defense in the league. The only team that was better, the NBA champs, Golden State.
They set the screen. And another miss by Cleveland. Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. No good with the elbow jumper. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly.
And, guys, more on that Wizards defense last year. They clogged up the middle well. Third best in the league in points in the paint allowed. They also were great at stopping fast break points. Top 10 in the league in that regard.
The Wizards making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. Screen by Cousins. Outside, George. The jump hook lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's 10 points here for Cousins.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Way, Lowry covering. There's the pass to Lynn. To stop the drought, it's hauled in by George.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Now here's Anthony. Outside Butler. And Cousins kicks to George. The 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
And so here's Cleveland. Here's the screen. Lynn with it. Butler covering. Outside, Lynn. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Washington has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. George against Lynn. The shot by George, no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Goes back up. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Talk about great numbers for Lynn. He has 23 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those 3-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Lynn. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Good.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Now recovering. There's a good screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go. Washington fast break. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Anthony. And that's now 6 points here for George. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Defended by George. And Jordan sends it back. Now, here's George. He's tightly guarded. Outside Anthony. All sorts of time. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Covered by Anthony. Cleveland moving it around. Lets it go from 11. Good. He hits the jump shot. He's got 5.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Now here is Lowry. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The shot by George, wide open. Buries it from three-point range.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And so it's Cleveland with it. And stolen by Butler. Lowry dishes to Jordan. And that one is hammered home.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball.
Whoa! Good. Woo. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Wizards.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all penetration they've got.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Green, he's checked in for the Wizards. Thompson comes in for George. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Defended by Butler. Rebounded by the Wizards. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dishes to Lowry. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. And it's blocked. Lowry covering. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And he gets it to go. 8 points for Draymond Green.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
The drive by Anthony. Got a hand on it.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
The steal. One second left, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Washington out in front, delivering the blowout. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.
A few minutes pass by, I hear a buzzing noise. It was that chick with some of ignorance's voice.
The Cavaliers shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. And Okafor with the block. And for the Wizards, we've got Okafor, DeRozan out there with Lowry, then there's Harrison Barnes, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Way, Lowry covering, some nice passing by Cleveland here. They set the screen, shot clock at 6. The shot will not go. This is off the front iron. Washington has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Butler's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Wizards. Way, Lowry covering. Releases. That's good on the jump shot.
15.
Washington's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Cuts off the pass. Got a piece of it and stolen by Barnes. DeRozan defending. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
And the shot is good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it. And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Lowry drives in, got a piece of it. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
They set the pick to the paint and stolen by Barnes. Outside Lowry. Over to the left wing. The 11-footer. Here's Butler. No good with the layup.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
That's his 5th personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Jahlil Okafor. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
In that one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Washington. He's off on the second. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
And Lowry gets it to go.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
That's good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Passes it to Jordan. It's DeRozan with the drive. He dishes it to Okafor. Second shot opportunity. DeRozan's shot is good.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
There's a good screen. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
All right now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. As you said, the Wizards did look more mature last year on the floor with their play. They made sure to add veterans to achieve that, Greg.
And not just any veteran, but a future Hall of Famer in Paul Pierce. I mean, his presence on the team, I think, really is what propelled them to achieve new heights. And it also went beyond just Paul Pierce. That roster had a combined 490 playoff games. And that playoff veteran leadership, I felt, really helped this young core to grow.
Pulls up on the wing. The shot misses. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They set the pick. Plays it up and banks it in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. While recovering.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
He feeds it to Okafor. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Jahlil Okafor. At the line for 2.
And that one misses. And he ends up missing both free throws. Well, Cleveland shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Way, while recovering. Way, shot clock at 6. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Washington's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Here's Lowry. No good off the back of the rim.
And he operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Way. Offensive rebound.
Excellent timing on that tip in. That's something that makes him so good. I mean, just great timing in the air around the basket. A gift.
Outside Lowry. Banked in off the glass. Lowry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Way. Jordan with the rebound.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park. You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Feeds to Barnes. Okafor kicks to Lowry. Okafor sets the pick for Lowry. And it's Okafor missing.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
DeRozan defending, and Jordan sends it back. Outside Lowry. Jacks up a 3, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Way, while recovering. The 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Outside Lowry. He kicks to Okafor. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Jahlil Okafor. At the line for 2.
That free throw missing. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Barnes. And he can't hit the second. Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Way, DeRozan defending. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. To the left side wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Barnes is checked in for the Wizards. Outside Lowry. Jordan the screen, and here's Barnes for 3, and he gets it to go. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Butler passes to Lowry. .136 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Back to Lowry. Fires from 14. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Wizards.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Kyrie Irving. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Trying to get back on track. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. And Washington has possession. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Paul George. And Paul, a strong defensive effort for your team, and it seems like this is a major part of this team's identity.
I mean, we take pride in our defense. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we hang our hats on, is locking down when it counts. And we stayed together and pulled this one up.
Championships rely heavily on defense, Paul. It's a great place to start. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.